Hey up everybody, Magpie Gaming here, bringing you another PlayerUnknown's Battleground video. And in this video I just want to go through some of the news articles that have come out over the last few days. Nothing hugely specific, I'm just going to give you an overview of them and talk a little bit about them. So the first one was that we had an announcement that a Field of Views ladder will be coming to the game very soon. Apparently it's in internal testing, and they're looking to roll that out quite soon. So that's always a bonus, it's always a good setting to have within games. Probably one of the main things that was missing from the settings of the games to begin with, so it's good that that will be coming along. The next announcement was that there will be first person only servers rolling out very soon. Now this is a little bit of a controversial one. The game is specifically set up for third person, but you can go into first person if you want to. Now my personal experience of the first person mode within this game isn't a good one. I don't think it really suits the mechanics of the game and the way it's played. I like the third person view, it suits this game, but I do understand that a lot of people want a battle royale game that gives you the first person view. So of course PlayerUnknown's going to try and appease these people and give them what they want by rolling out these first person only servers. Now the issue with this is not the actual first person perspective itself. The issue that it has for me is that you're now going to fragment the community. So many people are going to stick with the game how it is, and so many people are going to go over to the first person servers. Whilst that won't be an issue for this game because it has a massive player base right now which is only growing, fragmentation of a player base is usually a bad thing. We see it as being something that's affected in Battlefield 1 that struggles with fragmentation, as did Battlefield 4. So I'm not sure it's a road that I want to see the game go down, but that's what they're going to do. They're going to bring out these first person only servers, and we'll just have to see how that actually affects player numbers afterwards. Of course right now here in the UK I can go on the game at any time of the day, it doesn't matter, and I will find full servers. I'll be straight into a game, no problem, no issues, not waiting for anybody. And I do wonder that if they bring these first person servers out, does that mean that then there might be a little bit of a waiting time then to get into games? I don't know, I don't really know how they're going to work it. The next bit of news is there has been a spat between Brendan Green, who is PlayerUnknown, and a popular streamer on Twitch. And basically what happened was, in a live stream by a guy called Dr. Disrespect, he shot a teammate. Apparently they were in some sort of position and there wasn't enough room for them all to get in, so he shot and killed a teammate. Now this earned him a ban within the game, and apparently it is punishable by bans. It's not allowed. And the thing that's got me is I didn't realise that. I didn't know that it was banned and that you could face a ban for it. Now to friends that I've played with, we have done that before. I haven't done it myself, but a couple of them have, and nothing has happened to them. So I can only assume that this happens when you actually no, wait a minute, I did kill somebody. I did it a few weeks ago, actually. A guy, it was really annoying. He'd been paired into our group, and he was taking pot shots at some of us, so I put him down with a rifle. Nothing happened to me. So I was assuming when I read this story that it was, you'd get away with it if your player was in a downed state and there was no way of reviving him, you didn't have the meds, the circles closing in, etc, etc, you all know how it goes. So I was a bit surprised to find out that this can be accompanied by a ban. I don't know how long the ban lasts or anything like that, but I do know that this guy and PlayerUnknown himself then went on to have a little bit of a tennis match on Twitter, and it seemed like it was in fairly good nature, just a bit of banter really. And then this guy said something, and it was along the lines of threatening violence at PlayerUnknown, and this struck a chord with PlayerUnknown, who then issued a quite stern warning to this guy, and that's really the whole crux of it. That was pretty much it, nothing more has been said. Now you can go and read the Twitter exchange on PlayerUnknown's Twitter account if you want to, and you can judge for yourself whether it was good natured or whether it was over the top. It surprised me that you can actually get a ban for this. I didn't know that. Now I do know that there is a code of conduct out there for the game. I've seen a link for it somewhere. I don't know if it was on a news site or if it was on Twitter. I can't now find that, but I would assume that in that code of conduct it does talk about killing teammates. So I need to look into that and actually try and find out how long a ban is. If anybody does know how long a ban is, please put it in the comment section down below so that I know. So yeah, that was that bit of news. The next bit of news is that there probably isn't going to be an update this week. Now I think they're having issues with the public servers. so they're unable to test the update before rolling it out to everybody. Now there has been a tweet just within the last half an hour of me recording this saying that they are working on this, trying to get these servers back up. So it could be that there is an update tomorrow, but it's looking like there probably won't be one, and it will roll into next week. So we'll just have to wait and see on that one. But arguably the last monthly update definitely fixed a lot of the main issues with the game, especially with lag and things like that, so I'm sure we can excuse them 1 week without an update. The next bit of news is that Ubisoft has acknowledged PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds game. Now they've done a share meeting thing where they have to give a statement to all the shareholders, and they have mentioned that they don't believe PlayerUnknown's Battleground is in direct competition with Rainbow Six Siege. They said Rainbow Six Siege is growing quite well, but they've looked at PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds and obviously its popularity has pushed it into their faces basically, and they've said that they're looking at maybe doing a similar kind of game with maybe some of the DLC that they drop for games that are out there right now. Now the main one that you would think of is Ghost Recon Wildlands. That was meant to have a PvP area, but it hasn't appeared on the game right now, so it could be that will be something that they'll be maybe looking at more now than there was before, because obviously the popularity of Battle Royale games has been pushed massively up in the air due to Battlegrounds. So it'll be interesting to see whether Ubisoft actually push through with doing their own Battle Royale game. Obviously they're a massive company, they've got more resources to put behind something like that than PlayerUnknown have right now, although PlayerUnknown's made a lot of money just lately and the popularity of the game doesn't show any ending. You know, it isn't even released yet, and yet it's sold 4 million copies. There's 2 new maps on the way soon. We might get the zombie mode coming soon. You know, there's a lot of things that are going to keep people coming to this game. So I think even if Ubisoft was to launch their own game, it's not going to compete directly with PlayerUnknown because people are just bought into that game. You know, they're very, very open with what they're doing with the game. They're very open with regards to the updates, what they've fixed, what they're looking at fixing, what will be fixed in the next patch. You know, they do a great job of communicating it. They're not one of these corporate companies that hide behind a wall of silence. But I suppose it was only a matter of time before some of the big boys started to take notice of this game and think, hang on, maybe we should be doing something like that. You know, this is really popular. But I think what it is with PlayerUnknown's Battleground is, like I say, the openness, and I think it's just come along at that right moment and it's got the crowd at the right time. And to be fair, I mean, it's still early access game, but you could release it now and nobody would know the difference. Nobody would know that there's, you know, weekly patches to come, there's things that need fixing every week, because it's just that good right now. You could, you know, they could stop the development and this game would just keep going on and on, I think, for quite a while. But yeah, be interesting to see if any of the other ones come out and maybe look at doing something. But that really is all the news I've got on PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds right now. Hugely enjoying playing the game just lately. I've just managed to actually get my first Let's Play of the game up, which I put up a few days ago. Enjoying it massively, hoping to do some more over the coming weeks as I have some time off work, so I'll be able to get on it more often and record more footage. So yeah, stick around for that, don't forget to check it out, and as always, thank you very much for watching and listening. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and I will catch you in the next one. Take care.